welcome to the Tea and a Butty podcast with me, Dominic.
And me, Erica.
And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about popular flavors and foods in America and Britain. Ingredients. Flavors, foods, and whatever, you know.
Basically things that, if you're coming from Britain, you might
find
surprised.
A bit weird, yeah. Because, I mean, a couple of things I found a bit weird over here when I first came.
And not just... and these are things that are kind of pretty popular. You find them...
in pretty much everything, yeah. I mean, they're very widespread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, things like grape, for example.
Yeah, so we'll start with the American list first.
Yeah, I'll start the American list first. And grape, I mean, that's a common flavor over here. I didn't expect it to be so common. And it's funny because I was just reading somewhere that a lot of people think, why doesn't the grape candy, jelly, soda and juice taste like actual grapes?
Yeah.
And apparently it does, because they're using a variety of grape known as the Concord.
Oh, okay.
Grape, which only grows up in, like, New England area.
Yeah.
So people in New England think that's what a grape tastes like.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of America's just like, it doesn't taste like that at all.
Doesn't taste
like Welch. What the big brand is Welch's.
Welch's, yeah. So in America, basically, if you eat candy or drink a drink or anything that's purple in color, it's like grape flavored.
Starburst don't have a grape flavor, do they?
No. Oh, Skittles do.
I'm thinking of the British candy called Chew-Its. They have a blackcurrant flavor, so I'm thinking, and they're similar to Starburst in texture and appearance. So, yeah, I'm thinking that Starburst had a grape flavor.
Not in the original flavors, but you know how they have like those extra packages like tropical. I don't know if it's tropical, but it's one of the other ones. I think there is a purple one in one of them.
Yeah, I think I'm sure there is.
There's definitely
Skittles, yeah, definitely.
There's definitely like a grape now and later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had like grape other things too.
Oh yeah,
like, they make other candy. Yeah, just. And when I first had it, I was expecting a blackcurrant flavor, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" It's a bit weird.
Grape was never one of my favorite flavors as a kid.
Nah, it was never one of. Well, I mean, blackcurrant candy wasn't a favorite of mine either.
That's funny.
Like, because they have blackcurrant jelly babies too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like it was never one. The dark sweets. I never. Never liked them out of them,
But yeah, so if you eat any kind of purple candy, it's going to be grape flavored, whether it's hard candy or whatever.
Skittles is the main, because in Skittles in Britain, it's going to be the blackcurrant flavor.
Yeah. But we also have grape jelly.
Jelly, yeah.
Jelly meaning like jam. Although it's not really jam.
That is just weird. And I mean, that's the thing you have with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Mm-hmm. It's grape jelly.
Pretty much, yeah. And you can have strawberry. Some people do strawberry and peanut butter jelly, but the grape is the classic.
It's the classic one. And I was like, no, because I remember
it goes so well.
Teaching me how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich one day, and you were just like, oh no, we need to get grape.
Yeah, because I think we had like apricot preserves or something, and you were like, here, I'll just use this, and I was like, no, what are you doing? Apricot preserves or like peach preserves or something. It's like, no. You do not eat that with peanut butter.
I just don't, I don't like the grape jam. I don't like it at all.
It's so like calling it jam, because to us, jam has like bits.
Well, jelly is what you call Jello over here. That's jelly to us,
Yeah. So grape jelly, it's like very much
wibbly wobbly,
totally liquefied. Yeah, like almost like Jello. Like there's no bits in it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally like liquefied and gelled up.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no pieces in it whatsoever. So I don't know if that's why we call it jelly or what. But yeah, it's different than jam. But anyway, so they have grape jelly, grape candy, grape soda, which is one of your favorites.
Well, again, it's just like, it's not, I don't see that it needs to be a thing.
I
don't understand why it's popular.
Yeah.
Who out there enjoys grape soda?
You know what?
Or grape jelly?
My grandma used to do what she would call a purple cow, and it was like grape soda with vanilla ice cream in it, and that is actually quite good.
The vanilla ice cream would probably cut the flavour. Yeah, the flavour is what I think is the weird thing. I just don't like the flavour of Concord grape, really. Yeah. It's just too weird of a flavour for me.
It's sort of strong, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't taste like a grape.
Grape juice is probably my favorite out of all the options. It's
too much like prune juice.
I don't know. It's you can water it down. Again, it's kind of it's pretty strong, but I don't mind grape juice. I do like grape juice, actually.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now I want to go to the store and get some grape juice.
No, we're not having any grape juice in this house ever.
I haven't had grape juice in years.
The next one is root beer. That's a uniquely American flavor.
And root beer is a drink.
It's a drink, It's a soda. It's a soft drink, I mean, you can get it in candy as well.
They do have it in candy. They have these things called root beer barrels, and it's like a hard candy, and then it's got like I think it's got like a chewy bit on the inside, but it's just like pure on root beer.
Pure on root beer. That root beer is on, man. No, when I first came here in 10 years ago now, 2010. It was my first time here. Actually, it was longer than that. It was 2008 when I first visited. I remember we were driving back from the airport, and I was just kind of sleepy because I hadn't slept on the flight, and we were just like, we'll stop and get something to eat. Mm-hmm. And we stopped at, I think it was Wendy's or something. You know? It was like, you should get a root beer. And I was like, okay, I'll get a root beer then,
I think you just wanted a root beer. I don't remember.
Maybe I wanted one. I can't remember. I was kind of like tired and it was just all like,
I was delirious.
I was kind of delirious. Yeah, I just remember being kind of like blink, 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 because it was such a long drive, because 3 hours, in the car, and the flight before that, which was 9 hours. So I got this root beer, and I was just like, and I took the first sip, and I was just like, what is that? That is disgusting.
I think at Wendy's they have Barg's root beer. Yeah, so that's a bit of that's like the strongest root beer, I think.
It tasted like mouthwash. It tasted like straight up like minty mouthwash.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like, what is that? Why are people drinking this as a soda?
It's delicious, that's why.
I've over the years, I've gradually become accustomed to the flavour, and I think I like IBC,
Yeah, that's a good one. A&W is the best.
A&W, might be
the oldest, I think, actually, too. And it's the best.
Yeah, they've got a chain of restaurants, haven't they?
Yeah, fast food, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, But root beer to me is, it's not my favourite, but I'll drink it if it's on offer.
And again, I mentioned before the vanilla ice cream and the grape soda.
Yeah.
Root beer floats are like a huge thing in America.
Yeah, root beer with the ice cream, the vanilla ice cream, yeah.
Yeah. So you call it a float because you put the root beer in first, and then you plop the ice cream in.
It's okay, I mean, I had one when I was just getting accustomed to the flavour of root beer, and I mean, I liked it a lot, Well, I started to like it.
It adds creaminess to it.
It adds creaminess to it. Yes, it does.
Next on the list is watermelon.
Watermelon.
Which, you do get in candy, but I can't really think of anything else. Actually, I guess they do, I seem to think I've seen, watermelon flavored applesauce or something weird like that before.
I think they do watermelon juice now, don't they?
I don't know.
Watermelon flavored juice.
They do. They definitely do watermelon flavored. Watermelon. They definitely do watermelon flavored sparkling waters and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, something like that. Watermelon. Yeah, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. But in candy, watermelon's a huge flavor.
It's a huge flavor, and I do like the watermelon candy, but I don't like watermelon itself. I've never been able to get into watermelon itself. I've tried it, and it's just kind of it's just like eating watery mush.
Watermelon gum That's another big thing.
The gum is kind of the same as candy. I think that because they infuse it with a bit of sugar.
The funny thing is I think
that's the same with the candy. You know,
I'm the exact opposite. Yeah. I love watermelon, like fresh.
Yeah, you're obsessed with
fresh,
watermelon. You're like,
real watermelon.
Someone's cutting watermelon. I can smell it. I was like, what can you smell? There's no flavor. There's no smell. Yeah. It doesn't taste like anything. It's like literally just like eating like. It's a fruity consistency, but it's like just water, and I'm just like, what is the appeal of this? There is no taste to this whatsoever. Maybe my sweet level has been completely obliterated, and you know, and people put salt on it.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
People put salt on watermelon. Maybe I think that would just like make it taste like salt water to me. And I'd just be like, no.
I love watermelon, the fruit, but I do not like watermelon flavored candies. I don't know what it is. To me, it doesn't taste really watermelon-y. It's just like a weird artificial flavor.
I like the artificial watermelon. I'm a weirdo like that, you see. The next one is peanut butter.
Peanut butter and absolutely peanuts
or and peanut butter. Yeah. Peanut butter, like we said before, peanut butter jelly. You know, it's a very big deal over here. People love their peanut butter. They go crazy for it. It's like, you know, like Winnie the Pooh. Americans like Winnie the Pooh with honey, and peanut butter is the honey. People
in America with peanut allergies, I really do not know how they survive in this country, because there's literally peanuts or peanut butter or peanut oil.
One of the biggest exports, isn't it, of the US?
I think so, yeah. But it's literally in everything.
It is literally in everything, yes.
Peanut oil, you know, in things that you would never expect peanuts to be in.
Cars made out of peanuts and all that kind of stuff.
But seriously, as far as the things you can taste it in, though, we definitely have...
Reese's, that's the biggest brand of it.
Like, almost every chocolate bar has peanuts in it, or peanut butter.
Well, I mean, Snickers is
or at least a version of, you know.
That's probably why Snickers is so popular over here, because of the peanuts in it.
Paydays.
Oh, Payday, yeah. Well, what is Payday now? It's like caramel and then peanuts coating it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's basically like a Snickers.
There's no chocolate in it.
Only without the chocolate.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You don't have Paydays in Britain?
Well, okay. I don't think we do. I mean, it's been 10
maybe
years
you do
since...
now.
Maybe we do now, yeah. Let us know, people.
if you're British,
Paydays have come to Britain.
Yeah. Paydays are delicious.
I mean, you have that in candy cookies and trail mix and all that, yeah. It's just...
Yep, everything.
So much peanuts.
You can get peanuts in...
Peanut butter.
Like... Asian dishes and
I like the Reese's, you know, the combination of chocolate and peanut butter, but I can't sit and eat it a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's just so rich and it makes me feel sick after like 2 or 3, you know, little candies of it. You know, I'm just like, oh.
Peanuts all by themselves are quite a popular snack too.
Yeah,
I mean, they have the honey roasted peanuts,
the honey roasted,
like chili lime peanuts.
Yeah.
They do some really spicy version, chipotle, I think, and I don't know what, all different kinds of flavors. And then there's peanut butter in cereal.
Oh, peanut butter cereal, yes.
And in breakfast bars.
Yeah.
And
it's a national obsession.
You really can't. You can't avoid it, obviously, but it's difficult. So if you don't like peanuts or peanut butter, then you're kind of out of luck.
Kind of out of luck in a peanut butter shop. Yeah. The next one is corn.
which is pretty much the same thing, really.
Corn everywhere. Mm-hmm. Corn and peanuts. That's what I live on over here.
Yeah. Corn syrup.
Popcorn.
And corn oil.
Everyone's obsessed with popcorn over here.
Oh, yeah.
Eating popcorn all the time.
Love our popcorn in America.
And there's
kettle corn.
Kettle corn, yeah, and candy corn. But it doesn't really have any corn in candy corn.
No, I'm sure
it's just shaped like a corn.
I'm sure it's got high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, there you go. You see, well, that's it. You know, they were making so much corn over here. They didn't have, you know, there was more supply than demand. And so they came up with this way of freaking making the corn into fructose. Yeah. It's called glucose fructose in Britain.
Oh,
yeah. It's not called corn syrup. It still exists over there, but it's regulated to the point where we'll get into that on another episode.
But we have corn puffs. Like, we have corn in our cereal. You can get.
I used to like corn pops.
Corn pops. Yeah, that's what they're called. Corn pops.
Corn tortillas. I only really like corn tortillas with fish tacos.
Corn tortillas are, those are
fish
the best.
Tacos. We like to say fish tacos.
Taco shells are corn, are crispy corn.
Yeah,
tortillas.
And you can also get the soft corn ones too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get them in your cereal, your candy, your you don't
crisps
really have them in your candy except for the oil.
Yeah.
Your popcorn, your chips, or crisps. Because not only are tortilla chips and like Doritos made out of corn, but you also, I think Cheetos are as well, aren't they?
And you said it tastes different in the UK.
What's
Doritos taste different.
You
you say
the Doritos, but the tortilla chips are definitely taste very different. Yeah,
very different. Yeah,
they're thicker. They're more like
floury.
Yeah,
I think it's flour. Yeah,
so.
Maize corn. Yeah, cinnamon.
Yeah. Cinnamon. Yeah, that's another.
That's another one. Cinnamon's another
big one.
Yeah.
We just saw some YouTubers we watched. I don't know. They were complaining about
all the cinnamon.
So
much cinnamon in America. So cinnamon everywhere.
I love cinnamon.
Well, that's the first thing you were eating when we met was cinnamon gum.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
big red gum.
And it's just like, I just didn't like.
You don't have big red gum in Britain?
No.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
big red gum is the best.
You've been there.
We have big red gum. We have Red Hots, the candies. Hot tamales are also cinnamon flavored.
Hot tamale.
Fireballs, which are like a big
reds. Yeah. Oh god.
Fireballs are like a big jawbreaker.
I had some of them
really...
thinking they were like cherry once. I got a handful of I think it was big reds.
No, Red Hots.
Red Hots.
Oh yeah.
Whatever they were.
The little tiny red
balls.
Red ones?
Yeah, and I thought, they're red, so they're cherry, something, and I just got a big handful of them and put them in my mouth. I was like, oh god. It's like chewing them.
The hot tamales are like Mike and Ike's, only they're cinnamon flavored. Yeah, so delicious.
Cinnamon rolls are pretty good too.
Cinnamon rolls, yes.
And cinnamon toast is, but I prefer French toast. I prefer the French toast.
Well, yes.
Or eggy bread, as it's known in Britain.
You also have cinnamon in cereal. Over here.
Cinnamon.
Lots of cereals and
cinnamon toast crunch is a big draw.
Cinnamon apple is a big flavor.
Apple cinnamon.
Big flavor combination.
Yeah, no, that can get out of here. Apple cinnamon.
You get those in breakfast bars and oatmeal.
I don't mind a little bit of cinnamon on the apple pies, in the apple pie mixture and everything,
Mm-hmm.
But that apple cinnamon, they do it as like a room spray.
Oh, yes.
That stuff is terrible. That is like the stinkiest stuff. It's like it just creates a stink rather than masks it,
We also recently had this bag of tortilla chips, corn chips.
Oh,
by the way,
we used to have those cinnamon chips.
Which were like cinnamon
We Instagrammed
flavored.
them, yeah.
Yeah, we got those from H-E-B. Shout out to H-E-B, by
Shout out
the way.
to H-E-B.
Yeah, they were really weird, but they reminded me of buñuelos.
Oh,
which
yes,
are like
yeah,
fried.
They're kind of like a Mexican poppadom, Mexican sweet poppadom.
Yeah, with cinnamon and sugar on. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're a bit thicker. Yeah, I like buñuelos. Yeah, I mean, I like cinnamon, but the onslaught of it is just too much for me sometimes.
The onslaught.
There's so much cinnamon everywhere. Can't get away from it.
We also have black and cracked pepper on this list.
Yes.
Because any restaurant you go to is going to have black pepper. Even if it's a fast food restaurant.
It's obsession.
They've got black pepper on the table if you want to put it on your French fries,
for example. Nobody does that. And I've polled some Americans too. And they're just like, that is a weird thing. I've never put pepper on my French fries.
Some people do it.
Who?
I used to do it all the time as a kid,
you're weird.
by the way.
But who? If you're American and you listen to this, do you put cracked black pepper on your French fries?
Yeah, why not?
Because you started doing that. I was like, why do you do that?
No, they come to your table. Do they not come to your table with a thing, like if you have it?
Like an Italian restaurant. Yeah, they just like, oh, pepper, sir, pepper, yes, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a fancy thing, though. You know, they get the big pepper grinder. Then they're just like...
They put it all over your steak if you get a steak somewhere.
Peppercorn sauce is a big deal in Britain.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
Yeah, but it's
so
like
you
a
guys
sauce.
do black pepper, too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
of
sure
course
we do,
like, but, you know.
I'm sure I've seen, though, like, just black cracked pepper as a flavor on potato chips.
Yes, I have, too. Salt,
Yeah.
well, they do salt and black pepper, and I'm just like...
It sounds so good.
And that's like pepper on French fries again. It's like, no, don't do that.
We also have, speaking of peppers, we have jalapeno peppers.
Told you not to.
Yeah, because in America you can get candied jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, fresh jalapenos. You can get them in your salsa, in your pico de gallo, any Mexican dish you're gonna have. They also do them in peanut brittle. Well, there you go, peanut brittle, but it's like jalapenos in the brittle. Oh, so good.
Jalapeno, I don't mind it really. I like the cream cheese jalapenos.
Oh yeah, stuffed jalapenos with cream cheese and
those are pretty good.
Bacon
wrap bacon, that's a good thing. That's something I could replace pigs in blankets with at like Christmas. You know?
Yeah,
because I think we had them like with our leftover turkey. For some reason, we had like leftover cream cheese jalapenos. I thought, this is something we should do on like Christmas or Thanksgiving, you know? That's a good thing, you know?
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, and I invented it, so thank you. You're welcome, America.
Avocado and guacamole is also on the list. I mean, this really depends on where you are. You're not...
you can have it on toast, you know? It's a bit of me on toast.
Yeah, I mean,
avocado, a bit of me on toast, that is.
You don't see it just absolutely everywhere you go, and, you know, it's not going to be like...
I do not like avocado, and I do not like guacamole.
You're not going to find avocado,
just, get it out of my life,
You're not going to find, like, avocado breakfast cereal or avocado flavored candy, although I say that, and there probably is things like that exist. Buffalo sauce and Tabasco are the last things on this list.
Buffalo sauce, which is basically cayenne pepper hot sauce.
Buffalo sauce is
I don't like it either. I mean, I don't mind Tabasco every now and then.
Nah, don't like it either.
I mean...
Or Louisiana hot sauce.
Well, it's the same sort of thing, but yeah, you know, that's generic. Because, I mean...
I don't think Tabasco, it's generic, it's a brand.
Yeah, but it comes from... It might actually be Tabasco, but under a different name, because Avery Island in Louisiana...
Oh, yeah.
That's where Tabasco comes from. I was watching that the other day. It's like, oh, they're going to Avery Island. That's where Tabasco comes from.
Maybe so, yeah. I don't like any of it. I didn't
know that.
Not a fan.
My dad's a huge fan of it. And I think that's, you know, people who pour that stuff on everything, it's because their taste buds are dead, you know?
Chicken wings are huge in America, and
Buffalo
that's the kind of thing you're going to have on your chicken wings.
Blue cheese dressing.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Not good.
Moving on to British flavors and ingredients. The first one up for bid is blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant.
First item up for bid, blackcurrant.
Yes, blackcurrant. If you've never heard of a blackcurrant, a lot of Americans haven't heard of a blackcurrant.
No. Well, I mean, like we talked about earlier, our purple candies and drinks and stuff are grape.
But no, a lot of people over here never heard of even had a blackcurrant. I think it was like banned over here for a long time, the blackcurrant.
What?
Yeah, because I think it's an invasive kind of species or something, you know, like the or something. I could be wrong. I haven't really researched it, but I
it would grow to out of control.
Out of control, and nobody could, you know, stop it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a very It was just banned or something.
What is it? Is it like a little berry?
It's like a little berry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little berry. It looks like a blueberry, but I think it's a little bit smaller.
Okay.
You know, because I haven't seen a blackcurrant in years. They don't do them over here. I mean, they're in like, it's a very popular flavour in the UK. I mean, it's in Ribena. That's like a squash cordial drink, you know, juice drink. Blackcurrant jam. That's like our grape jam. That's like your grape jam over here. Everybody likes blackcurrant jam.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Americans go to Britain and try blackcurrant and they don't like it.
Well, yeah, because it's a flavor.
Because
it's a flavor they didn't grow up with. It's kind of like grape with me.
But it's not disgusting. I mean, I don't mind blackcurrant. There's a coyote attack outside.
There's a coyote attack outside. They don't like blackcurrant either. It's just a case of, like, they haven't grown up with that kind of flavour,
But again, you do have it in drink, in jam.
Jam.
You don't have, like, a blackcurrant flavoured soda, though, do you, or do you?
Well, yeah, like, that could be kind of like, Ribena could be considered
Ribena is more like juice.
Yeah, but no, they do a sparkling Ribena. Oh, okay. So it's a soda, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think I've seen, like, generic blackcurrant soda.
Oh, okay.
Another thing, it's not on the list, but, dandelion and burdock.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the flavour that is. It's just disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. I mean, I guess it's dandelion flavour. I don't know what the hell burdock is. It sounds like shoes or something.
Yeah. You have mentioned before, though, that you don't think that that's as popular.
It's not as popular. My dad used to drink it as a kid, so it was probably popular back in the 50s.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, it's still like made, but I don't think there's actually a brand that do it. I think it's just kind of like the stores do it, like, they cater to like, it's people who are like remember it as kids from the 50s, they'll like it. But it's like, I bought it once because I was in Asda and I was like, I'll just, I'll buy it. I'll see what it's all about, I think I might have been talking to you then. I'm not sure. Because I think you were talking about root beer, and I was like, it might be a bit like dandelion and burdock. Oh, dandelion and burdock is just absolutely, my God.
Do they have other things that are flavored dandelion and burdock, though, or is it just a drink?
No, it's just a drink.
Oh, okay.
I as far as I know,
and you don't put ice cream in it or anything? So.
No. That will probably ruin the ice cream. It was just terrible. I couldn't finish it, and my dad didn't want it because he doesn't drink, sugary sodas anymore, so it's just like, I had to throw it out. The next one is yeast Marmite, like yeast flavored stuff.
Yeah, yeast flavored. Doesn't that sound delicious?
Marmite
folks?
is a very strong flavor, and they're putting it in everything now. Really, I mean, it's very polarizes opinion in the UK.
The funny thing to me is you complain about the amount of salt that Americans put in things, and all Marmite tastes like to me is liquefied salt.
like a thick soy sauce, you mean?
Yeah, it's just like putting salt. You spread it on bread, or I've seen they do it on like spaghetti and all kinds of weird things also now. But I've only ever eaten it on bread. It just tasted like a salty piece of toast. It was not.
With the butter. No, what you got to do is, you see, people think like, they get a jar of Marmite and you eat it with a spoon, or you put a big glob of it on. It's like, no, don't do that. The way you have Marmite is you put the butter on the toast first, and let it melt. Then you get a tiny, like, I don't know, say no more than like a thumbnail of it on your knife, right. And you spread that into the bread, on the toast, and you don't have any more than that. I mean, people who can stand like a more amount than that, then it's just like, ooh, it's such a strong flavor.
Yeah,
like you see like those videos going around on YouTube where the guys are like, American guys are like, oh, what's this Marmite about then? Oh yeah, I'll try some of this, and they get a big spoonful of it and they put it in their mouth and they're like, oh my God. Oh. It's just like, yeah, a Brit would do that too, because it's just terrible, like that much, in one go.
Mm-hmm. But in Britain, they've got cheese, Marmite cheese,
it pairs good.
Marmite crisps.
Yeah, you see cheese on toast, they'll spread a bit of Marmite.
They have Marmite peanut butter now.
Yeah, they have Marmite crisps now, which George Harrison invented. Beatles reference for you there.
Yeah.
Invented it all the way back in 1968 on the White Album.
Yeah.
Well, he came up with the idea for it. He didn't actually invent it. A Marmite came out with them years later. But yes.
But yeah, so there's like there's loads of Marmite products on the market now.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. Clotted cream, though.
Clotted cream, that's something that...
That's a flavor / ingredient that we desperately need in America. And I don't understand why we don't have it.
Because it sounds disgusting.
It does sound disgusting, to be fair.
Every time I've gone on about the benefits of clotted cream, I'm just like, man, that is disgusting. That sounds like the most disgusting thing ever. Clotted ugh.
Clotted, yeah.
You know, because people think like, you have it with a scone and jam or a scone and jam, you know, and high tea. But people over here think, oh, well, it's just jam and cream, you know, like whipped cream or like, you know, whatever. And it's like, no, clotted cream it's a little bit different, you know.
Do they have clotted cream anything else, though? I mean, I know they do have ice cream. Yeah, we've had that.
And I think the fudge, they have that. They put in fudge,
yeah.
That's like the standard flavour. You know, like fudge over here is like vanilla fudge.
Yeah.
It's clotted cream fudge.
Chocolate fudge usually is what.
Well, chocolate fudge, yeah, too.
Yeah.
But vanilla and clotted cream and blackberry. Or was it clotted cream and blackcurrant?
Clotted cream and blackberry, I think. Yeah,
the ice cream
that we had. Yeah,
you fell in love with that.
Yeah,
that was the ice cream of your dreams, wasn't it?
I'm gonna need some more of that at some point in my life.
Gonna need some more of that at some point in my life. There, yeah. Thank you very much.
So, do they do like cakes? Like, can you get like a clotted cream cake, or is it mostly just?
I think they make
that are
stuff
already, like,
that
creamy,
like they make stuff that's like usually with clotted cream, like clotted cream, ice cream, clotted cream, like. You know,
just anything you would normally use
cream
like
with,
cream or milk or whatever.
Milk with, yeah.
Also on this list,
pickled onions and eggs.
Pickled onions, yeah. You guys love pickled onion flavored things in Britain.
Pickled onion flavor. I mean, I don't like pickled onions by themselves at all, but the flavor on crisps, absolutely divine.
I do love pickled onions, like on a cheese or sandwich platter, you know.
That's
whatever.
like a plowman's lunch, yeah.
Yeah, like pickled onions. Oh, I could eat a whole jar of them. They're so good. So I'm big on the pickled. I'm a proponent of pickled onion flavor.
Pickled eggs, no way. No,
I've never
way.
had a pickled egg. I don't think it sounds very good.
Pickled onions and pickled eggs, they're sold in like a jar in fish and chip shops. That's where I associate them. They have a massive, like, huge jar on the counter there, and you can just see them, like, swimming in the vinegar or whatever, the pickle juice or whatever.
My grandpa used to pickle eggs. I can see I can see it in my mind right now, just sitting on the corner of the table in the kitchen, just a jar of eggs in, like, a really, like, cloudy,
brown,
yes, and I'm just like, what are you doing with your life? No, I love eggs.
He was opening a chip shop.
I
That's
love
what he was
eggs,
doing.
but pickled eggs, yeah.
But yeah, you know, like that's a thing. You see pickled onions and you see pickled gherkins, which are pretty much just pickles. You know?
Yeah.
What you call pickles over here.
But so you have pickled onion flavored chips or crisps, rather.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's like maybe the most popular flavor after salt and vinegar, or is it even more popular, do you think?
Oh, it's about as popular. Cheese and onions another flavor that's popular. Crisps, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also pickled beetroot.
Oh yeah.
That's like like with cheese and pickle sandwich. If someone says, "Oh, do you want a cheese and pickle sandwich?" You're gonna think a pickle, like what like a hamburger, a dill pickle. It's not going to be that. It's going to be like a Branston pickle, which will be like pickled beetroot, spread.
Yeah, just like pickled various things.
Pickled various things, like celery.
I like pickled
and stuff,
things. I mean, I don't mind that. I like a pickle.
I like a pickle.
But
I love a pickle.
Is there any other like pickled onion flavored things besides crisps though? Like can you get, I mean, I don't know what there would be.
Yeah, no, crisps is about it, I think.
Yeah.
But that's a very popular one. Yeah, you definitely find that flavor like any gas station or grocery store you stopped in to buy a bag of crisps. Yeah.
Rhubarb and custard is another big popular
flavor combo.
Rhubarb and custard. Yeah, I remember having that as a kid. For a dessert, it's just the rhubarb is I guess you don't have rhubarb as a fruit down here in Texas, do you?
I mean, you can get them.
I can't.
I've seen recipes. I've seen
cans,
people talk about them.
I think you can get it canned, can't you?
It's not popular at all, though.
No, it's nowhere near. I mean, it's not really that popular in the UK anymore, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those traditional
Let us know,
things.
listeners. Is it popular in the UK still?
Because, I mean, you can get that flavoured as sweets, too. Rhubarb and custard flavour.
Mm-hmm. What about ice cream? Does that come in ice cream as well?
Yeah, I think it's rhubarb flavored ice cream. Yeah, I think
because they do it like basically like a cherry pie or something, right? And the custard just goes on the top.
Yes, but sometimes they just do it as like the rhubarb is just like sugared.
Oh, and they just eat it straight like
it's
sugared, like strawberries and cream.
No, it's heated up to create like a kind of like syrup. Like the fruit is kind of like heated up to like syrup, and then it just kind of like you're supposed to put the custard with it, like the when it's kind of they both kind of cooled so they don't like congeal or anything, But yeah,
that reminds me when we were talking about the apples and cinnamon flavor combo over here. Yeah, that is like an old fashioned thing.
It's
to
an
do.
old fashioned.
Cut up
can make a rhubarb
cut up
pie.
like a Granny Smith apple and just put it directly in the pan with some butter and let it like sugar and cinnamon. Let it cook, and they come out like little mini apple pies with no crust.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like, and then you just pour the custard on top.
Oh, okay. I never knew that. I always assumed when you mentioned rhubarb and custard that it was like rhubarb pie.
It can be made into a pie, and of course, with a crust, and then you have it like with custard too.
Yeah.
It's like a school dinner dessert,
Yeah.
You get it at school lunches, and it'd be like
interesting.
Yeah, something that was very like.
But so they do have flavored that.
Yeah, they have
like
candy.
Candy and stuff.
Chewy candy and stuff. Yeah,
and ice creams and stuff. Okay, yeah, cool.
Banoffee,
yeah,
which is banana and toffee.
Do you get that in candy and stuff, or is it just the pie?
Oh, I think it might be just the pie, actually.
Okay. So that's just like a weird flavor combination that's popular in Britain.
Yeah, I don't think there's crisps flavor. There's banoffee crisps,
or breakfast cereals or anything.
I mean, they haven't tapped in on that yet, because I have a feeling they're gonna have to use like a lot of like banned ingredients.
Oh yeah.
So
because if that was a flavor combination here in America, there'd be banoffee candies,
banoffee cereal, cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's happening in the UK right now, but I'm sure it's something they probably would do in the future. You get
Oreos with, like, banoffee Oreos.
That would be really good, actually. Oreo should take note. Raspberry and milk. Now, talking about sweet flavors, raspberry and milk, the drumstick lolly, that's raspberry and milk flavored.
Okay, yeah.
You've had the squashies, and you really like them.
Yeah, so that's like a popular flavor combination.
Yeah. Well, for the drumstick lolly, anyway, I don't think it's actually been done anywhere else.
Well, squashies, you said.
Squashies, yeah, but they're made by the same people.
Oh, yeah.
Treacle tart.
Raspberry and milk, yeah. Sounds odd, raspberry and milk, the combination. But yeah, I guess so. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not? Yeah, I mean, right, it goes well together. I mean, they make like raspberry milk, kind of like not sodas. What's it called? Shakes, milkshakes. So yeah, treacle tart is another one.
Yeah, treacle is definitely not something that we do over here.
Yeah, it's just molasses. I think it's.
Is it?
I think it's just molasses.
Oh.
I think treacle is just like sugar, like molasses, just like.
Okay.
Like solidified almost or something. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyway, I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. So
it's funny, this British list, and we'll talk more about.
It's the last one on the list. I mean, you don't really get treacle anywhere else. Yeah.
Treacle flavored things.
Treacle flavored things, because you got like golden syrup tins, and you've got a treacle tin as well. You can like get treacle out of that,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just.
It's funny, this British list, and we're gonna talk more about ingredients in another podcast.
Yes, but talk about ingredients in things, yeah.
In both countries, yeah. Because you look at the American list and these popular flavors and things that you find, you find it in everything, in weird kind of, you might find it in chips, you might find it in cereal, you might find it in breakfast items or on its own or whatever. And that probably, and you don't, mostly, for the most part, with the popular British flavors and ingredients.
Yeah.
You mostly just find them in, like, one thing.
Yeah.
Or another, except for maybe the Marmite. And that's got to be because of the restrictions on...
The restrictions, yeah, which the EU restrictions
yeah,
anyway.
We will talk about that in an upcoming podcast, but that's got to be like why you don't see treacle tart ice cream or treacle tart cookies
or banoffee ice cream. Well, actually, there might be a banoffee ice cream.
Because there's probably ingredients necessary to create those
dyes
kind of artificial
flavors
in other products that are not allowed.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, we just kind of throw our hands up and go, do whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, just put it,
Yeah.
The government let the food producers kind of have free reign.
Jalapeno flavored gums, sure, why not,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. But we're definitely going to talk more, delve more into that.
In our next podcast.
Next podcast, yeah. We recently saw a post, and this is moving away from today's topic, but we recently saw a post where somebody was kind of comparing the ingredients lists of the same product in the US versus the UK, and the UK ingredients list is like
smaller,
half the length.
Yeah, half the length,
yeah. So we'll talk.
We'll talk more about that,
yeah.
Next time.
But I think as for today,
we've wrapped it all up. I think we've all the flavors.
If you can think of anything that we've left off, please let us know, because I'm sure, this is not a definitive list of ingredients or flavors that are not specific, but just more popular in the US or more popular in Britain. Let us know anything that you can think of that we left off the list, and we would be appreciative of that.
Yep, let us know.
Yeah, if you'd like to support us, the easiest way for you to do that is just by helping us spread the word about this podcast.
Share us.
Yeah, so share us anywhere you can.
Talk to your friends. Say, have you heard Tea and a Butty podcast?
You heard it? Yeah, here's a link.
Go and listen to Dominic and Erica talk about things.
Here's a link. You might like this. Yeah, we would appreciate that. We appreciate you just listening, though. If you're not able to share our podcast with your friends, just you tuning in and listening is
yes, thank you very much,
helpful.
Everybody.
So thank you for that. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.